Love turned to betrayal. Precious, heavy with child, was cast out of her home, abandoned for another woman. But fate had its own plans. From sorrow to strength, from rejection to rebirth, this is her journey. Precious was heavily pregnant when her husband, Andrew, threw her out of their home. He had another woman, Bella, and he no longer cared for Precious or the baby she carried. Crying and broken, Precious walked into the cold night. She found an old, abandoned building, and there she stayed. Life became hard. She worked small jobs in the market, washed clothes, carried heavy loads, and scrubbed floors, all while carrying her unborn child. Most nights, she ate only hard bread and whispered to her belly, "Don't worry, my baby. Mama will endure. You will smile one day." While Precious suffered, Andrew was busy enjoying life with Bella. They went to clubs, danced, kissed, and shopped for expensive things. They lived in luxury while Precious struggled to survive. One day, Precious went into labor. At the hospital, kind doctors and nurses helped her. Her screams turned to tears of joy as she held her newborn baby in her arms. She whispered, "You are all I have, but you are enough." From that day, Precious worked even harder. She got a good job at a textile company. She laughed and played with her baby. Slowly, her life became brighter, filled with joy and hope. But Andrew's story turned dark. One day, while he was at work, Bella packed all his money, sold his car and house, and ran away. When Andrew returned, everything was gone. The banks were empty, the house stripped. He cried out, but no one answered. Soon, Andrew was homeless. He carried only a small bag of clothes and slept on the streets. The man who once had everything was left with nothing. 5 years later, Precious was walking with her little daughter. The girl laughed and held her mother's hand. Then she pointed to a man sitting by the roadside. It was Andrew. His clothes were torn, his face dirty, and his eyes empty. He whispered, "Precious, my daughter, please forgive me." Precious looked at him with pain in her eyes, but also strength. She knelt beside her child and said softly, "He chose his path. We cannot carry his burden." AG-editz gave Andrew a little money and said, "May God have mercy on you, Andrew. But you will never hurt us again." She walked away with her daughter, leaving Andrew crying alone on the street. From then on, Precious lived happily with her child. They laughed, played, and shared love every single day. And the man who threw her away was left with nothing but regret. In betrayal, she found strength. In suffering, she found love. In rejection, she found purpose. Precious lost everything, only to gain what mattered most. And the man who threw her away lost himself.